Morning, good morning, good morning. We are talking about anxiety and the millennials today. Are you guys ready for some total love fest? We've got a lot to chat about. This is a big class. I've got 20 pages of notes and love and all kinds of wonderful information for you guys. And I want to get as much done today as we possibly can. All right, hold on, let me get my step stool. How's everybody doing today? Are we all good? I mean, it was 80 degrees here in New York yesterday. Hold on, I'm fixing the camera. Hold, please. Let's see if that works. Oh, so crazy. Yeah, this topic is really important to me because I see so many young kids coming to work for me and hi Renee, and I see so many I just see it everywhere. Kids are having a hard time. Young adults actually are having a hard time. And I said, this is a topic I think so many of us are touched by anxiety and stress that it's about time we spend a little time on this topic and really get to know it and get some tools for the people we love and all that. So I have a lot of information I want to share with you guys. Our packet in the kitchen pharmacy is 20 pages of love. It's my eyeglass cleaner. All right. Let me see if I can just pull this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on and wiggle it. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Renee. All right, yeah, I'm gonna post too. Let me repost. Let me send out all my things and then we'll get started. I cannot believe it was 80 degrees. My husband said yesterday, he goes, don't get used to it. It's supposed to be in the 30s and 40s for the next 10 days. But the windows were open and it was so nice. I posted a bunch of pictures from last night too on my story. I don't know if you guys got to see them, but they were really nice. All right. So I'm Chef Liz. If you're here for the first time, this is the Organic Food Movement. I'm sort of the teaching arm of Nature's Temptations. I've been there for I'm in my 22nd year. Hold on, guys. I'm just sharing out the live. I got a bunch of people I can share it to. And I'm here to teach you all about real food, the connection to food and healing. So let's get started. Yippee! The very first thing we do, is pour some coffee. Yippee. It's almost ready. So I know so many people experience, not necessarily depression, but stress and anxiety, that little buzz, before you start doing anything. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, Savior. Before you get your day, that stress and anxiety, I don't know why, but I'm a little bit crazy with my temperature of my coffee these days. That's a beautiful sound, isn't it? That's such a pretty sound. Okay, so I think everybody gets touched by anxiety, that buzz, that vibration of like, oh, life is just not going the way I want it, or you're up for, I don't know, you have a meeting, you're meeting somebody, whatever it is, and you have that little buzz going on in your body. How do you fix that? How do you make that feel good? Hi, Xavier. You're the cutest little puppy. So I wanted to talk about, I think for millennials, they're carrying this sort of unique kind of pressure. They grew up during rapid technology, changes, a lot of, economic instability, a lot of social comparison on that scroll, blah, 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 What do I look like? What do I feel like? What do I, do I look like everybody else? All of that. We had it in magazines, but we could shut it off. We could run outside and play. Our millennials didn't get that. They just didn't get it. You've grown up in this social comparison sort of, society where everything, you see one moment of somebody's life and you think it's exactly the way it is everywhere. And that doesn't necessarily work that way, Of course, we know it's not real, but that's all we have, and if I notice for me, just being on social media, trying to teach and learn, I spend way more time on social media than I want to. And, I guess I'm old enough now. I don't think about the comparison, or I have to think about those things. I don't feel that, but to just eat my time up is crazy. And I think that nonstop digital stimulation where you're not outside breathing fresh air, you're not taking a walk along the beach, or you're not, all of those things. Sweetheart, Ron? You tend to forget, you tend to compare, you tend to think about things. All right, let's see. Hold on. I just want to check something really quick. Forgive me. If you guys have any questions throughout this class today, please write them in the chat. Let me know. Share, tap, love. I know you guys, a lot of people are driving to work or you're at work, so it's a little hard to tap and talk in the chat. But if you can and you can share, please do. Okay. I also think, anxiety is often framed as purely emotional or psychological, but I think from a kitchen perspective, I can feed them. From a food perspective, from a body perspective, I think there's another layer. I think food plays another layer in anxiety and stress. Not as a blame or a quick fix, but more of a foundational support. So I want to take a look at anxiety through the lens of food. A lens of, why am I feeling this way? Yes, I have all of these things going on, but, from 30 to 45 years old too, and I think this, look, I often say your 20s are that time. Wow, we went from like 100 to 30 in a second. It is crazy out here in this land of social media. But keep sharing, keep sending out the vibe, and I'm sure we'll build today. So think about this. Your 20s, we're supposed to be ridiculous. We're supposed to make mistakes. We're supposed to figure out who we are. 30, 45, society starts to say, hey, wake up. It's time to get a real job. Get out of your mom and dad's home. Do this. Get an apartment. Get married. Have kids. The pressure that people have is intense. So it's not only the social pressure. It's not only this. It's not only that. But it's also, if you are moving out of your house, you don't have a lot of money. If you're getting your first big real job, or you're just getting started in life. That is a very hard time to do things. And then on top of it, eat well. Where are you going to pay for that? So I think for me, my perspective today, and we'll probably touch a lot on all the other pieces, but for me, my perspective today is to really share the lens of food and healing. That's what our kitchen pharmacy is about. And I thought it would be very, very good tool for my millennials out there and for my parents of millennials to really take a look and give you some support. So the first thing we're going to look at, the very first thing, is blood sugar stability, and which is your nervous system. You know, everything's connected. Your gut, your everything. It starts in your gut, goes everywhere. Your body is all connected. And when your blood sugar is wrong, how many people out there are hangry? Put a 1 in the chat if you get hangry. That is a real thing. Your blood sugar dips, or you have a crash and you're constantly eating on the run, on the go, and you don't have the right food in your body. Your blood sugar crashes, you get hangry. You didn't eat, your blood sugar goes up and down. You're a mess. You drink a cup of black coffee, it's a mess. And then you're hangry and you want to bite somebody's head off and you don't understand that. You know that feeling. I understand that feeling very well. My daughter is affected by hangriness. My brother's affected by hangriness. I do get it. But I know when it's happening, and I try and eat healthy and make good decisions because I know enough. But it does make a difference. So when your blood sugar spikes and crashes, the body releases a stress hormone called like adrenaline and cortisol. And that random anxious feeling mid-afternoon is often a glucose crash, okay? And common patterns that you see in that age group, and I don't even just think it's millennial age group, I think it's a lot of age groups. That pattern sometimes stems from coffee on an empty stomach, skipping breakfast. You know, everybody's into fasting. Fasting is great. I do not think fasting is wrong at all. I think each person's body is affected differently. So here's what I'd like to say and connect you with fasting. If you want to be a faster, it is easier, in my opinion, and better for those people who suffer from anxiety to maybe shorten that window of shorten the window of fasting. Don't try and hit 16 or 18 hours. Maybe do 12 or 14, 12 or 13 hours. And make sure breakfast is eaten in the morning. Something that's going to keep your blood sugar stable. Oatmeal, a quinoa porridge, things like that. A piece of fish and some quinoa and vegetables, eat a dinner. My daughter, when she was little, could not eat breakfast food. First of all, she couldn't have gluten. Sugar affected her terribly as for a child, and most children do. So she grew up eating a chicken finger, from homemade, with gluten-free breadcrumb and broccoli, or rice and beans, and some green beans or carrots. Like, she did not grow up eating Dunkin' Donuts or pancakes and waffles. Like, that was just not a thing in our house. And it really helped her. And I notice now, as a 20-year-old, I see her pattern of food is a lot different than what I did. So keep that in mind. It's very important. High refined carb lunches, sandwiches, they're going to make you tired and create crashes. Energy drinks, same thing. They're going to give you so much caffeine that your buzz is going to turn out to anxiety. Is going to turn into... What time do you get back so I'm ready to give you stuff for Grandma?
Over to get Grandma.
Oh, you're not coming back today?
I'll be back after I get her.
Okay, that's fine. Eating late at night also, right? Your digestion is running through the night. Your body doesn't get time to relax and settle in. Those things are going to happen. So what helps this? Protein within 16 minutes of waking. Pairing carbohydrates with fat or protein. Eating every 3 to 4 hours. Reducing liquid sugar. What does that mean? Please stop going to those drive-thrus in the morning and getting like sugary energy drinks or those big Venti coffee mixes that are... The dogs are up and running. When blood sugar steadies, the nervous system calms down. So these are really good things to think about when you're making choices of food. I wish I had a yard that I could just open the door and let them run crazy. This is their yard. If you guys can, tap and like, it's going to really push out a very important, this is a very important class, and I would love to get it out there. 14 gifters send a TikTok. Could we even do this today? Let's try it. Let's try. I know you guys are driving to work today or you're sitting at a desk already. It's a little bit harder, but if you're out there and you can share or tap, I would love it. It will really help get the word out that we're doing such a powerful class today. So let's talk about the caffeine culture and cortisol. So cortisol is that stress hormone, right? It as you get older, if your cortisol is running all the time, if you're constantly in that buzz, anxiety, you know what I'm talking about, right? If you're constantly in that space, cortisol, adrenaline, all of those sort of fight or flight hormones are running over time. Eventually your adrenal glands are going to just, stop or get sluggish. Eventually your body is going to start to overproduce cortisol. And cortisol, I'm 62, so cortisol in my age group, that's hip pain, that's that belly hangover, that's all that stuff. So if you can catch the issue early as a millennial, as in that 30-year-old range, if you can start to pay attention then and now, as you get older, you will feel a lot better and skip that. You will skip all of that issue. You will feel a lot better. So, millennials were raised on that hustle culture, right? Run, 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 run. You guys were the overscheduled every single day, every sport, karate, dance, every sport, basketball, baseball, track, soccer, rah, 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 rah. You have grown up in the buzz. Buzz, your body. So it is natural that the anxiety that you feel is in you. It's part of you, right? Scrolling. Every single thing, everything you did, right? So you've grown up in that buzz. Coffee becomes a personality trait, right? That 35 to 45-year-old group, you guys are the drive-through group for Dunkin', Oreos, all the big, what do you call it? Coffees with all the sugars in them, liquid sugar, right? You grew up in that era. And, and I'm not just pointing you guys out. I just so you know, this is not a judgment. It's like, hey, I get what's going on. Let me help. Let me offer you a way out. That's all I'm saying. Because I know even the times that you guys are going through that, we are going through it too. We are starting to feel it as well. Do you see what's going on behind me? Is it distracting everybody? Because it's distracting. Let me feed our boys while we're chatting, and we will get back to work here. So these are the things that I want you to see so that you understand how important it is to make good choices in the foods that you eat, right? How do I help you learn how to, recognize these and make choices to feel better? Hold on one second, guys. Let me just make a quick pit stop and feed my pups so they relax a little bit. and then they will chill. So you guys get what I'm saying? So the caffeine stimulates the adrenal glands, right? So for someone already running on stress hormones, this can amplify, right? You get racing thoughts. I call them crazy thoughts. That's what my generation called them, crazy thoughts, right? They never go away. Oh my God, what if I'm driving and I don't know, a car comes out and oh my God, and what if I don't get the job? What if he doesn't call? What if she doesn't call? What if she doesn't like? The thoughts, they never shut off. There's a really good Bach flower remedy called Holly, Holly, that shuts the crazy thoughts off. It's wonderful. Write that down, Holly. The crazy thoughts get shut off, and you feel better. That's one thing that will help. It will help you sleep. It doesn't have any kind of charge. It's very natural. It's a Bach flower remedy, which are wonderful. We'll talk about those later on too. Okay, so hold on. Let me just. I gotta get food out for my boys here. Chicken. I have like all this yummy organic shredded chicken that I bring home for them. If you guys are listening and you can tap or share, it would be awesome. It will help our community, and it will get people here. So if you can do that, please do. Tap and share. Drop your heart and all those fun things. All right, so hang tight, guys. I am almost back on track. Okay, so racing thoughts, shaking hands, heart palpitations, sleep disruption. Are you waking up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep because your thoughts are just racing like crazy? That is a sign of your adrenal glands and your cortisol overfiring. How do we stop that? We're going to learn. So coffee. Try not to drink coffee on an empty stomach. That would be my first offer to you. If you can stop doing that, you are going to feel so much better. Life gets better. And that means maybe you have a banana in the morning, or maybe you have a little bit of oatmeal, or a quinoa porridge, or, the night before you had some really good meal like tacos, or I don't know, a brisket or something delicious that you loved. Eat some of that before you drink your coffee, break your fast with a quick fried egg. Not necessarily a protein drink, because, that's not always the best either, right? So these are the things that will make a difference, right? Don't drink any coffee after 12 o'clock noon. I drink mushroom coffee. I find that feels the best for me. I drink mushroom coffee with collagen and collagen and a superfood creamer. It does have coffee in it, but I find that it doesn't make me feel jittery like regular coffee does. So I feel okay with that. But if you're drinking espresso drinks or coffee drinks, I would offer to you, try and eat before you have that first coffee. And I'm not talking about a bagel. Try and do protein, right? Try and get a good protein in there, whether it's a piece of grilled chicken or a scrambled egg, something that's gonna, start your day off healthy. Do you get in the picture? Then also consider maybe changing to green tea, a matcha, a yerba mate. This is my favorite. Let me show you. I took it out. It's in my office. Hold on. I want to show you yerba. Hold, please. I want to get it for you. Where's my yerba? this. This is a wonderful cup of coffee, a cup of tea. It is a matahine cafe. I forget. It's a yerba mate, high energy infusion, naturally caffeinated, nourishing leaves from South American rainforest, from the holly tree. It doesn't, I don't know if you've ever had this, but if you've not tried it, get a tea bag and try it. It's fabulous. And what I love, don't drink it after 12 o'clock because you will be like, what just happened to me? Drink it, early in the day. It gives you a very clarifying, clear, I'm awake. I feel energized with no jitter. So if you like to try something like that, yerba mate, very good. And then cycle off periodically. Give your body a little bit of a break. Maybe a day or two where you try not to drink coffee. I used to drink I've never drank black coffee. It wasn't my thing. But I started drinking espresso on a regular basis. My husband had gotten sick and we had to drive a long way for healing, and I started drinking espresso to get me through. And before I knew it, I was drinking 6 espresso shots a day. And my crew at work was like, "Oh, you're driving us crazy." They were finally like, "Chef, please, you're making us crazy. You gotta stop drinking the coffee." And I was like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah." I didn't see it, so I had to stop doing that. And for a long time, I was drinking the yerba. And then I found mushroom coffee, and it totally was a game changer for me. I love it. I'm feeding my dogs a little cod liver, pet oil. They get all kinds of love. And now I'm going to give them this. This is like a probiotic for their little bellies. They get all kinds of... I figure if we're going to have pets, they got to eat the way we do. I have to take care of them the way we do. Look, it's a Bark and Whiskers complete probiotic for pets. I love it for them. Okay, and then we're just going to mush this up. My big dog had surgery last week, so he has a couple more days where he has to have soft food. So I kind of soak his little bit of kibble that he gets. Gosh, they are hungry, these boys. All right, so that's caffeine culture, right? We've talked about blood sugar stability, right? Now we're talking about the caffeine culture and cortisol balance. So we talked a little bit about that. The number 3 now, hey Gardner, how are you? I know you guys are listening. I see almost 100 people in here, but if you guys could share or tap or just let people know right in the chat, I hear you. This is great. Hi, Deborah, welcome in. It will really help us. But I'm sure you guys are like driving, getting ready for work, but I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. It's great that you all are here, and I really appreciate you. All right, now, these guys are like, can you hurry up? It's taking too long. I'm almost there, buddies. You're almost there. Watch. All right, so the next one is, the next category that I want to talk about is ultra-processed diets. Thank you, Gardner. Thank you so much for the heart. Ultra-processed diets. Here is where I think you have the most possibility to really sort of support your body and start to make changes. And this is a place where I'd like to see more people become aware. Because when you start to focus on, maybe this food is making me not feel so good. So highly processed food will disrupt your gut microbiome balance, your omega-3 and omega-6 ratios, and micronutrients, right? If any of you guys are into workouts, you know your macros, right? It's the same thing. When you start adding, when most of your diet is processed food, when you're living on takeout, This is where you have to say, maybe I need to rethink my priorities, right? Now, I get it. You're first starting out as a millennial. You're starting to have to, society's putting more demands on you in that 35-year range. You're trying to build a family, buy a house, maybe, get married. Those are big life-changing things, which also create a ton of anxiety and stress. And it's not easy to go through that. It really is not. It's exciting time, but it's also filled with anxiety. And you need, you give yourself a little bit of grace too. All right. Thank you for being patient while I fed my pups. All right. If you guys have any questions at all, you can always write them in the chat. I love to chat and talk about this. All right. So, inflammation is increasingly linked to to mood instability. Why do you think that? Well, an anxious brain is often an inflamed brain. Now, here I'm going to say this to you in a way that sounds it's very simplified, very easy to understand in a way, right? So, you've heard me talk a lot about the gut. So when you eat foods that let's just take seed oils. Seed oils, right? They're very inflammatory. You eat them, your gut's all wonky, your stomach hurts. You're like, oh yeah. Hey Evie, your stomach is bothering you. You're not feeling good. You eat something. You eat junk. Whatever it is, sugar, what did I just even say? Oh, seed oils, you're eating takeout. It's your gut is getting bothered. It gets inflamed, which then sets off your neurotransmitters. Thank you, Evie. Which then sets off your neurotransmitters. And it says, uh-oh, what am I doing here? Why am I not feeling good? All your neurotransmitters, those are all your, hormones, your good hormones and stuff. Your histamine levels start to fire. Your brain is so busy working on trying to fix your gut, and it can't because you're constantly hitting it with, caffeinated drinks, energy drinks to stay awake, awful food that just is not making you feel good, takeout, seed oils, sugar. Can you see how your body is saying, oh, what do I do? You got to take a step back and go, okay, this isn't working. How do I fix this? So what you want to do is start to shift to making better choices in your food. Think about all the things we just talked about, and then think about something like fresh fish with or having walnuts or some leafy greens for magnesium, a nice salad with chards and like the little baby greens. Those things, they're fabulous, right? Thank you, Evie. Pumpkin seeds for zinc, fermented foods for gut health, real whole foods over packaged foods. Thank you, Mama. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Mood lives in the gut as much as in the mind. And when the gut is not feeling good, the brain has to take over and overcompensate. Hello, my friend Tyler. It overcompensates and says, hey, I need to fix this. How do I do it? Because I'm not getting what I need to do it. If you guys can, please share out the live. Get people in here. Let's let them know we're in here talking about a really important thing. Today we're talking about in our kitchen pharmacy class, anxiety in the millennials. We've covered, thanks to Evie, we've covered blood sugar, caffeine. We just went through ultra processed foods in a short way. The next one, number 4, is magnesium deficiency and muscle tension. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral, right? you can, if you love baths and you are suffering from anxiety, get yourself some magnesium crystals and throw them in a warm bath at night and soak in that. That is going to bring down your anxiety tremendously. Hold on, I think I have the Life Flow here. Yes. There's a company called Life Flow that I love a lot, and it's a magnesium base. They have like an oil. I don't want to show too much product because I'm not. It's a great thing. Oh, I just used my magic wand. Thanks for my heart, Tyler. You want to use things like that, magnesium. Oh, really? I got you. I forgot to put all that up. I've been so deep into this conversation. We lost a fragment yesterday. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Okay. Hi, Rainey. Nice to see you. Welcome in. So then you're going to do, so signs of low magnesium. Here are some signs. Tight shoulders, jaw clenching, restless sleep, constipation, feeling wired but tired. Like it's a fake sense of like, oh, when you feel so overtired that you're wired, magnesium may be the thing you need, right? How do you get that from food? Dark leafy greens, cacao, avocado, almonds, beans. Sometimes anxiety in the body is asking for minerals. Listen to your body. So that's number 4. So now we've covered, if you're just coming in, we are talking about anxiety in the millennials. I started this off by saying, I think millennials are carrying a unique kind of pressure that we as, like, I'm the last year of a boomer, but I really got the boomer. I really am a boomer, I think, more than anything else. And I think, for you guys in that 35 to 40-year-old range, you grew up during rapid technological change. You've economic instability. You've had social comparison, nonstop culture. Anxiety is often framed purely as, emotional or psychological. I don't think that's always the case. I think you have a lot of, hey, April, thanks for coming. Thank you for my heart. Yep, since 2000. Exactly. And what I want to say, I don't think it's just millennials, but I see even like the young, even like 25, I want to say 25 to 45. Or I want to go in the middle and say 25 to 35. That age group to me is having the roughest time, the most roughest time. 45, yeah, I think that age group too. It's been a rough ride, and I want you to see this from the lens of, hey, stop it, from the lens of food. Because this is our food and healing kitchen pharmacy class. That's you. Hey, Tyler, I got you, my friend. Good morning, Cheryl. I'm drinking coffee, TikTok. Oh, off to the side because I know how much you don't like it. So we talked about blood sugar instability. I said, I think fasting's fabulous. I do. But if you are suffering from anxiety, please don't start your day with no food. I would rather see you end your day with less food, earlier at 6 or 7 at night. And then at least by, 12 hours later, 6 in the morning, 6, 7, 8, by 8, 9 o'clock, eat a breakfast, eat something, a fried egg, porridge, a quinoa and millet porridge, or oatmeal if you can take it. Protein. Eat a piece of fat fish. If you like sardines, even better. Yeah, this seems to be, if you guys want to see, if you guys want this full, there's a 20-page packet already in the recipe vault. If you want access to it, this is the best way to get there. Right there. That's the best way, and it doesn't get me in trouble. So you're going to get a lot of this packet today, but if you want to see it, oh, my love, thank you, Lorraine. Thank you. You're going to enjoy that book. If you want to, and I will sign it for you. If you, basically you make mango sticky rice, but with oatmeal. That's a good idea. I would add a little chicken to that too. Just saying. You know, a little shredded chicken. So these are the things that are going to help. I want you to see that there's a way out of this awful anxiety that maybe nobody's telling you. They'd rather give us a pill than say, hey, maybe your diet is making you feel even sicker. Oh, let me show you. Hold, please. Let me go grab our cookbook. Also for my beautiful peeps, I have an ebook there that's going to help your gut. If you're suffering, Beat the Bloat is also there. You can get the ebook, and you can. The easiest way to go is through that service link right here. If it's not if it doesn't show up here, it's going to show up right in that corner, that yellow arrow. So Lorraine, you just got the Love by the Ladle. It's a beautiful cookbook. It's got over 28 soup recipes. My beautiful friend from Tag Studios did all the photography. We're working on the salad one now. But these were done in my home. These are all my soups. Oh, I know I love my shirt too. I always wear it for my kitchen pharmacy class. All right, so those are the things. These are the things. And also in that same link right there, this is where you can get this 20-page kitchen pharmacy packet. So if you're interested, it's there also. And we're gonna cook today too. I'm gonna show you a couple of different things because there's a lot of information. I don't know if this is gonna be a 2-hour class. It might be a little longer today. All right, so the next step is number 5 is social media, late night eating, and circadian rhythm. If you're scrolling at midnight, snacking under blue light, sleeping 5 to 6 hours, this disrupts melatonin, blood sugar, and cortisol levels. Are you guys getting this? I'm going to say it again because I really want you to hear this. I think when you start to put these things together and you see, oh, I do that. Dee Dee, I'm giving you a big hug. I'm sorry. And you are not alone. You are not alone. So I'm going to say that again. You ready? My scrollers at midnight, my snacking under blue light peeps, and sleeping 5 to 6 hours. You're disrupting melatonin. We are disrupting blood sugar, and we are disrupting cortisol cycles. If you're doing that, cut that shit out. Stop it. Stop it right now. Easier said than done, isn't it? But when you're aware, you're responsible. Exactly, Dee Dee. I was just going to say, at least I wear blue light glasses. Okay. One thing at a time, right? We're going to change one thing at a time. I want you guys to have the full picture so that you can help yourselves, because really taking that pill is not working. It comes with so many other issues that maybe, just maybe, food and a few nice herbal supplements will help make the difference for you. Good morning, Bianca. If you guys have questions in the chat, if you want any more extra information, if you want to share an experience, please do. This is a very active community and we get involved and support and love each other. So, don't feel apprehensive at all to, put some thoughts in the chat. And if you can, please share and share and tap. Free love. We love that. Okay, so food timing matters, right? Try and eat dinner 3 hours before you go to bed. A protein-rich breakfast. Protein-rich breakfast. In America, the standard American breakfast diet is what? pancakes, waffles. I mean, there's a place in my town where, I mean, the cannoli waffles, this French toast, that thing. Yet, you know, Didi, it is a hard time this in the mornings because everybody's on their way to work. They're going to work. They're sitting at their desk. Even though this works for me, I grew up on eggs, fruit, and oatmeal. Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. But do it this way. Do fruit first, then do your eggs and oatmeal sort of at the same time. I hate eggs now though. Oh, really? Yeah, I know that feeling. We move in and out of that kind of stuff. It makes sense. So, okay, so now, morning sunshine within 20 minutes of waking. If you can get outside, if you can just go, walk the dog in the morning. I know our culture is really busy. Hi, June. I know it. My husband too, he says that all the time. I'm egged out. He says that all the time. Try chicken, shredded chicken, get a rotisserie chicken and shred it, roast a chicken, shred it, mix that with some brown rice in the morning. You could even do like a coconut amino and some vegetables. Do a chicken fried rice. That's a great breakfast. Yeah, a quail egg is like the size of a dime, but those are good. They're good too. Okay, so morning sunlight, herbal teas instead of nighttime snacks, right? Try and do lemon balm tea at night mixed with chamomile. Beautiful way to end your night, right? Regulation, look, I came up with this. Regulation creates resilience. So stupid. But you get it, right? A little bit. Less eggy taste, 3 quail eggs, yes. All right, now let's go back. I want to go back to the gut for a minute and talk about that gut-brain axis. This is very important. If you have a child or if you were one of those kids that were said, oh, he or she has ADD, they can't sit still, blah, 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 all that bullshit. You're brushing your teeth at night with chemical toothpaste. Go look at your kid's toothpaste right now. Go look at it. Go look at the ingredients in toothpaste and you wonder why your kids bounce off the walls before they go to bed at night. I'm just saying, check it out. I just saw a video about how warm water is best before bed. Yes, and the cold water before bed will make you wake up and not sleep well. I could see that. Absolutely. Warming calms the body, right? It slows us down. A warm bath, a warm magnesium bath and a cup of lemon balm tea. Let me tell you something. If you have trouble going to sleep, go find, and you can go here, and you scroll in and you go find my kitchen essentials page. You will find some magnesium stuff and you take a warm bath with a cup of lemon balm tea. You climb right into bed. You will fall right to sleep like a little baby. Hi, Pri. Basically, cold water puts your body into shock and survival mode to regulate. Yeah, I mean, I've heard people talk about those cold splash baths or those cold water baths. They're supposed to be good, but I don't know. Then I've heard some conflicting information. I don't know. It's, everything's bad for you and everything's good for you. You never know. Again, we have to go back to what I say about my food philosophy, right? Every single person's body functions differently. They react differently to food, to emotions, to everything, to vitamin, everything. Our genetic code is different for every single person. We have to figure out what is right for us. Not good if yeah, that's true. That's true, April. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, I mean, some people say, I don't know. I hear conflicting. Again, I have to go back to what my food philosophy is, where everybody's different. Every person reacts differently to everything in life, right? Every conversation is heard differently, all of those things, and food is the same thing. So the gut-brain axis, nearly 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. Do you hear that? 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. That's our feel good, right? A chronic stress alters the gut bacteria. Poor diet alters the gut bacteria. Antibiotics alter the gut bacteria. What chance do you have healing anxiety if your gut is out of whack? What chance do we have? My ex-grandma used to have nightmares if she ate meat after a certain time at night. I could see that. Thanks, Rodney, for the repost. You see what I'm saying? I want to go through this one again because I really think this is important, and for me speaks volumes. Thank you, Rainey. Speaks volumes about why I think the connection of food, what we eat, and anxiety is so real. 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. Chronic stress alters gut bacteria. Poor diet alters the gut bacteria. Antibiotics alter the gut bacteria. What chance do we have? I miss what she said. I'm going to crack up. I know it. Or vasovagal response and passing out. Oh yeah, that's true too. So how do we support that? How do we support our gut? You know, if you're having trouble, this Beat the Bloat, it's a 7-day gut reset. It's like a 54 page. I just copied it and pasted it on my book because it's an ebook, but this is the cover you're looking for. It's a 7-day reset, and then it's really good. If you have gut issues and you don't know where to start, this is a good place to start. And you can go right here, and it'll take you to where you need to go. But this is a really good way to start, and it will help you sort of kind of figure out how this all works. And we're going to cook a little bit today also. So then I talk about food as rhythm, right? Anxiety often increases with life. Thank you, Pri. Anxiety often increases with life when life feels chaotic, right? And you know, that to me, 25, I'm going to bring the 25-year-olds in because I see them at work. From 25, because 25, you're coming out of the fog, your brain is almost fully developed. You're thinking, colonics, I think they are fabulous done correctly. And that would be an ebook for me because I don't think they're going to let me chat about that here. I think they're fabulous done correctly. I don't think you can just go do it. I think you have to prepare for them, you know, be in a sort of a detoxification mode. I know it takes some of us a little longer. I get it. I don't think my brain's fully developed till I was somewhere around 40, right around when my kid was born at 42. Maybe I started figuring it all out. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so food is rhythm, right? Regular meal times create a biological predictability, meaning your gut, it's like anything else, right? You get yourself into sort of like a routine, a rhythm, you know, you eat at a certain time, your hormones start to get released at the right times, cortisol levels, all of that stuff starts to balance, right? You have that flow. When we're chaotic, your body doesn't know what to do. So it's like, you know, that we're trying to forget. We're trying to release that. We're trying to figure that all out. So how can we support our gut? I forgot to talk about these before I hit food as rhythm. I want to go back a minute. Fermented vegetables. This is the gut brain. Yogurt or kefir, if you can tolerate it. Bone broth. Bone broth is an incredible reset. If you have a crock pot, to me, it's the best way to make bone broth. Thanks for the repost. It's the best way to do that. Hey, BF, thanks for the shares. I'm making bone broth this week. I'm telling you, if you can do a bone broth reset on your gut, oh yeah, and it's in the cookbook. That's true. It's in my cookbook. Cookbook right back there. Love by the Ladle. Lorraine got one today and she's going to get it signed. So what I wanted to say about that, bone broth is a great gut reset for anybody, even kids that are having trouble. That's really good. That's a good way. Where do we get it? Oh, the cookbook. Right. We get it right here. Oh, and you can check out the service bio too. I think that helps too. There, or there's a little yellow arrow, all the fun places. Fiber from vegetables and legumes, slow eating, digestion, and emotional regulation are intimately connected. Please keep that in mind. When you are suffering and anxiety is buzzing in your brain and in your stomach and in your being, and you get that buzz, please connect two things. One, am I being triggered emotionally? Or two, and the most important to me is, what have I been eating in the last 24 to 48 hours that could possibly be triggering me? Did I go out last night and have dinner? Did I fight with my friend, girlfriend, parent, blah, 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 blah? Did I eat a bag of, jelly beans? Just saying. Did I go to Taco Bell and eat Dunkin' Donuts today? Or did I eat a piece of salmon or whatever you love to eat, grilled chicken and a nice salad with some quinoa? Did I make myself a cool, protein nourishing bowl with grilled chicken and yams and arugula with some pesto? Like, what did I eat today? Yes, Cheryl, every time, right? It doesn't matter what time of day. If you're eating the sugar, it's going to get you. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Now we connect the food and rhythm, right? Regular meal times, be a little more predictable for your body. Your cortisol kind of fits into when it's supposed to release and not release. Your adrenals are starting to work a little bit better. Sit down and eat without a screen. Stop looking at your screen. Take a minute. Be present. Mindfulness, right? That mindfulness of eating. What am I eating? Is it intentional? Thank you for this beautiful food that's about to calm my nervous system. Doesn't that feel better? It feels better. I made this, my treat jar. I filled it up like 4 times. Oops, hold on. Look, this is a perfect snack jar to keep at your desk at work when you're hungry. It's in our snack recipes, right? It's, hold on. Oh, there it is. There it is. You can put all the things you love in this snack jar, and I've showed this to you. I've made it with you guys. I have dried organic pineapple, dried coconut shavings. I have goji berries. Do I have raisins? No, I don't like raisins, but did I put them in? There's this actually, you want to start your day with something like this and chew on this on your way to work or sitting at your desk. You filled this? You made this on Sunday? Yeah, I fill this all the time and I have it, at my desk. If I'm in the mood, walnuts, right? Walnuts are not, it is not a mistake that they look like the brain, right? Walnuts feed the brain. So good facts. I have pumpkin seeds, almonds, coconut. I have goji berries. This to me, start eating this instead of a bag of chips. Start eating this instead of a container of jelly beans. And I say this often. Yeah, and I bet you they love it, right? This to me, and once you start going to this, you never, ever want to eat the other again, because when you eat this way, I have dried mango in here, dried pineapple. They're organic. I get them from Tierra Farms. When you eat a snack jar like this, and this is your 2 o'clock or after lunch snack or mid-morning snack, I love that. I mean, this is going to give you energy, brain food, everything. And your body's going to stop eating it. You're not going to continue eating that. You're going to eat it till your body is nourished. And then you stop. And then you crave nothing because you are full. Your body is nourished. That little change. So in here, and you can put whatever you want in here of real foods, not sweetened, sugary, dried foods. I'm talking organic, clean, real food. So in here is Sierra Farms dried coconut shavings, dried mango, dried pineapple for sweet, and goji berries. And then I have nuts and seeds. I have sunflower, pumpkin seeds. Then I have, for nuts, I have cashews. I have an everything cashew in here and a salt and onion cashew. I have, it looks like did I put, oh no, these are just a dark colored. Oh, I think I might, oh, wait, is there a mulberry in here this time? Oh no, I have a currant in here. Oh, no, know what I put in this one this time? I put a little, the allergy-free chocolate chips. Just like a speck. The tiny, tiny mini ones. So when I take a thing out, guys, this is a fabulous brain food, energy rich, nerve calming snack jar of love. It's 2 Brazil nuts per day. That's it. If you have Hashimoto's, 2 Brazil nuts a day, no more. I have slivered almonds in here. This is not a bad breakfast of champions. I have to say, this is better than a bowl of cereal. Just saying. All right. Are you getting it? Food is rhythm. Breakfast at roughly the same time daily. Sit down to eat with some intention. Don't be running. Don't be standing. It doesn't work. Chew thoroughly. Please set a goal for yourself to cook one meal at home every day. That is a gift to you. Currants are like a raisin. I bought those and my kids are none the wiser. Replace Nestle. Yeah, they don't know. They just, you know, and if you put them in the little snack jar, I mean, you can barely see them. I was like, what is that, a currant? I forgot that I put them in there. So here's some these are simple anchors that we just went through for your rhythm, right? For food is rhythm, to help your body adjust, to help your gut sort of come into its own. You have a good flow of cortisol at the right time. It's not spiking in the mornings and setting you up for, you know, a horrible day filled with anxiety, right? You're going to breakfast at roughly the same time. You're going to sit down and eat without a screen. You can sit and eat and look out a beautiful window. You don't have to sit and look at our screen. Put it away. Chew thoroughly. Cook one meal at home every day. Stability in the kitchen builds stability in the nervous system. These are all ways to support yourself so that you are not feeling like anxiety is never going to go away without, a medication. Food is the remedy. Food is the remedy. Let food be your remedy. Organic, clean food. That's it. I'm here to teach you how to do that. All right, we're about to cook. Are you guys ready? You want to cook something? Having teens, I've been trying to remind them to think about what they are if they get a headache, etc. Exactly. Thank you, June. June's asking for heart me's today. Support your creator. If you can tap, let's get some love taps in there today. We're at 32,000. I would love to see us get to 150 or 200,000 taps. And I would love to get to at least 200, 300 shares. This is a really important topic. And the more people that hear it, the better we'll be. Keep that chat rolling too. Thank you, June. Yeah, I mean, I think it's really important. Sometimes headaches can even be because of an imbalance of sugar. 100%. We should do headaches. Have I done headaches? I gotta write that down. I'm starting to get April's classes all set. If you guys are here for the first time, and we are everywhere. Book a Face. If you go to Book a Face, you're going to get our schedule. Here's the whole lineup for the month. I'll do a quick commercial break for you guys so you know. Sunday the 22nd, we are going to be doing winter to spring light and comfort food. So that's our kitchen, our Sunday class. You can join us here. Monday nights is our 8 p.m. class. And we just did Easter foods. This Monday coming up, we're going to be doing food for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm not doing the traditional corned beef and cabbage. I'm going to take you to Ireland and show you what they eat for St. Patrick's Day. Oh, they don't like the health class at classes at school? Yeah, because they don't know. They don't know. And then Passover favorites the following week. And then for my beautiful friend Tyler, oh my, I love oats. We're going to do a whole oats class. Then Wednesday, the next kitchen pharmacy next week is cholesterol, the misunderstood molecule. We are going deep. I'm going to show you that. And then the following week after that, we're going to do chronic illness and the Klingons. And that is all about parasites. We're going to talk about what's the connection between parasites and chronic illness, but we're going to talk about them as Klingons so we don't get shut off. And then Thursdays is our Q&A, but I've been cooking. I think tomorrow night we're going to do another Girl Scout cookie. And then Fridays is my date night, so you won't see me. And then Saturday morning, this week we're doing, what's this Saturday, the 14th? Recipe cleanup. The following week is knife skills for real home cooks. And then the last Saturday of the month, we'll be doing washing and storing produce. That's our kitchen hacks class. So grab this schedule, join us at the Book of Face and get your schedule. There's a recipe on it. We talk about our community. And then we also have an all access pass we talk about too. I love that, Queen. It is so important for these young athletes to be strong and healthy when because they are overworked. You know, when I was a kid, my father and mother were like, you know, the old school, get over it, you know, like nothing mattered. But our kids, they feel deeply too. And we are a little bit oversensitive to how they feel. But I think the more that we teach them and the more tools we teach them, what are you eating? Hey, did you eat junk food today? Or did you eat the fresh cookies I baked for you? Or did you go out with your friends and spend money on crap? Those are the things, right? About parasites, and it all freaked out now. He wants Salvador Odiola. Yeah, exactly. They start to learn, right? Hold on, I just have to let my puppy out here. Okay. Hold on, guys, and then we're gonna get right back to it, and we're gonna start cooking some food. Okay. Yes, headaches. Okay. Now, what I did in this booklet, it's 20 pages of information for the anxieties in the millennials. And you can pick it up here in our recipe vault. You'll find it here in the recipe vault. So what this is not, I'm not saying to you that anxiety is just food at all. And I'm not saying that therapy is unnecessary. I'm not saying medication is unnecessary or wrong. I'm saying that the missing piece to this many times is the food and the way that we eat is a huge connection. And sometimes, just sometimes, it may be many times, when you change your diet, when you heal your gut, when you make this connection, the need for some of the other things might be lessened because you start to heal your gut brain axis starts to move better and heal better. You're not releasing cortisol at the wrong time. You're not buzzing like this. Maybe you'll see things a little clearer. Maybe, trauma or whatever else is going on to create that anxiety you can start to work on that a little bit more clearly and you feel better. So the nervous system is biochemical, right? And food is biochemistry. So I want to make that connection so that we understand that food plays a significant role in the way that we feel, sleep, everything, right? It's the fuel for our body. So what fuel are we putting in our body to make it work properly? When you ask that question and you look at what you're eating, things start to connect and make sense. And once you're aware, we are responsible. So what I put together here is a 4-week sort of nervous system reset through food. And I've given you not a cleanse. It's not like restricting you. It's just a simple way to say, here's how you stabilize your body. And the goal is regulating. It's not perfection, right? I don't ever say that because it's too hard. We're social beings. We want to be out. Food is connected so much to psychological, social, all kinds of things, emotion, everything. So I'm just simply giving you a tool that on a good day or on a day that you're not feeling so hot, pull out this packet, take a look at what your choices are. And if one resonates, eat that, pick that. If you're feeling good on a good day, make a plan that you have things ready to go to get you through the bad days, right? All right, so step 1 is regulating and stabilizing blood sugar. This is your first week, right? The first thing you need to do is figure out, how can I stabilize my blood sugar? How can I avoid the crashes? Why does this matter? Well, blood sugar directly triggers adrenaline and cortisol. And many people interpret that biochemical stress surge as anxiety. Hello? Did you guys get that? When your blood sugar surges and you're releasing all that cortisol and all that adrenaline and you have a big crash and you're not feeling good, really what you're feeling is that your blood sugar is out of whack, not necessarily anxiety, right? It just shows up like that because your body's, what's going on? What's going on? And then you're biting someone's head off because you are hangry. You're sugar. And then what do you reach for? Let me reach for a jelly bean. No. Make the snack jar first. Find 2 nuts, 2 seeds, 2 organic, unsweetened, dried fruits that you love and throw them in a jar and carry this everywhere. Put it in your purse, your backpack, your car, your desk, I don't know where else. Would you put it at your bedside? Probably not. But if you need to for now, do it. Throw out the chips. They're full, unless you're eating tallow potato chips at $12 a bag, don't eat them because all you're doing is filling your body with seed oils that are upsetting your gut, that's triggering your brain, that's making you hangry and crashing your body. You see? It's just that. No, actually it goes like this. And then through, right? You're eating it, it hits your gut, it goes to your brain, and then your body's out of whack. Got it? Put that in your mind. You eat it, it hits your gut, it hits your brain, and then how do you feel? Gut, brain, gut, brain. Look at your kids. How are your babies suffering? Are they getting in trouble at school? I mean, I am not a fan of our school system. Sorry, teachers, it's not your fault. I'm just saying, look at how our poor babies are. Give them a chance. Feed them differently. Is it under snacks? Yeah, I think this jar is under our snack in kitchen pharmacy and in recipes. I've done this, I think 2 or 3 times, right, June, in the last 15 months. I'm pretty sure. I would have this everywhere, in your car, in your backpack, you don't have to have a glass jar. You can put it in a baggie if it's easier for you. Whatever is easy to have this with you, just have it with you. Mine has cashews, almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and this is all organic. All my ingredients in here are organic. Dried pineapple, dried mango, coconut shavings, goji berries, walnuts and cashews. And then I put in here also, a small amount of them, tiny mini, dairy-free, allergy-free chocolate chips. Great way. Okay. So, Concrete protocol for step 1. Eat within 60 minutes of waking up. Include a 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. Eat every 3 to 4 hours and never eat carbohydrates alone. Eliminate liquid sugar. We don't need the next up Erin go Bra, Irish, St. Patrick's Day, green drink, coffee mess, or energy drink. Remember, those also come with massive food dyes. Not helpful at all, right? And reduce caffeine by 25% this week. Only 25%. If you're drinking 4 cups of coffee, drink 3. If you're drinking 1 cup of coffee a day, try and drink a 1/4 cup less. Instead of filling your cup all the way, just fill it to here. Just a little. It's just a little. Just a little. And if you feel better, you're going to be motivated to do more. So what will change? You'll have fewer afternoon crashes, reduced heart racing episodes, fewer out of nowhere anxiety spikes, and improved emotional steadiness. This alone can reduce the baseline anxiety intensity by a noticeable margin. Okay? This is not stuff that I never did or I'm just telling you. This is stuff I've experienced myself. And at 62, I do get anxiety. Like I told you guys, I had that panic attack in the airport. I hadn't eaten. We were flying. We missed our flight. I had a massive panic attack. And I had drank my mushroom coffee, which I do a lot with no food. But that day, I had more than normal and didn't eat. So I had the trifecta of crazy and had a full-blown panic attack. However, I rarely have the anxiety. And when I do, I know why. I can find it specifically in the food. Thank you, Sandra, for my heart. So think about those things. Thanks for the follow, guys. I appreciate it. 7 new followers today. I love it. And if you guys can, tap, 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 share, like, all the love, all the love, you know, and for you and for us, when you support the, you know, that Heart Me trio, it's the Heart Me, the comments, the tap, you know, all of those things. It really helps the algorithm for you and for us, all the engagement. All right, so here we go. Protein forward, balanced, no spikes, blood sugar stability. So I have a couple of recipes for each time, each week, just to kind of get you in the flow. So here's one, and we'll do right now, okay? And what we're gonna do, this is a very good breakfast for you. I traditionally I have changed over the years. I used to do a lot of baby spinach, and this recipe is for baby spinach, but for today, I want to show you not baby spinach. I want to do arugula because baby spinach has a lot of oxalates, and I notice for some people it doesn't bode well for them. So I'm going to put a little baby spinach on a plate. Good morning, Luann. Right? And then we're going to take, remember what we said about the gut, right? The gut needs fermented foods. Now, for me, I am not good with fermented foods. They don't do well for me, but one fermented food I can do is sauerkraut. So we're going to use sauerkraut this morning. If that resonates with you, this is a really good way to stabilize the blood sugar in the morning and avoid the crash. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to take this. We have that, and what I'm going to do, my coffee water, we don't need this right now. I'm going to bring you over to the, oh, actually, guys, hold on. I'm going to do it this way so you can see what I'm up to. That way we can do it nice and easy. We have our arugula. We're going to make one fried egg. This is a quick morning thing. I think you guys could do this very easily, right? Hold on. I'm going to, okay, hold on one second. I'm going to turn this on. And we are going to do, we're gonna do this. This is a very quick morning routine you could do. You can get in your fermented food in the morning to start your day, right? And hold on, my doggies are gonna chew that. I'm gonna have all kinds of trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna just quickly fry an egg, and for this egg, we're gonna use olive oil. We're not gonna use butter, right? We wanna have the olive oil because it's brain health, omega-3s. You need that for your brain and your gut to feel good. Hold on, I'm gonna drink a little water. Right? So this is a great, quick, morning breakfast. You don't have to think too much. You put a little arugula on the plate. If you like baby spinach, do the baby spinach. If you like butter lettuce, do the butter lettuce. Don't lose your mind. If you're here for the first time and you're learning from me, I'm about inspiration. If you don't like sauerkraut, but you love kimchi, use kimchi. If you like pickled vegetables, but if there's a fermented food that you love more than sauerkraut, use it. If you pickle your own onions and you love pickled red onions, use that. And I have a recipe in my recipe vault. There's over 500 recipes and over 50 kitchen pharmacy class packets. And those also have recipes. So you have an incredible resource for you to use, and you can, join the movement here, and you will learn to cook from me. I give you inspiration, and there's pickled vegetable recipes. There's pickled red onion recipe. There's kimchi recipe. There's all kinds of great recipes. My favorite is pickled beets. Again, perfect. So think of that. Any of those sort of fermented pickled foods will work in this situation. Okay? So you can choose. If you don't like this egg, you can use a duck egg. You could use 3 quail eggs. I don't care. I'm just inspiring you to do better with your food. Okay, so we're going to turn this bad boy on, and we're going to use olive oil to fry our egg. We're going to wait till this gets a little hot, and then we're going to add some avocado, right? So now you've got avocado, you've got an egg, you've got your greens. Protein with the first hour of waking is perfect, right? You've got your egg protein. Now you've got your beautiful brain fat. I almost said brain fart. Look at that. And then you've got your sauerkraut. Honestly, I'm kind of like with I'm kind of with you, Cheryl, with a pickled beet or a pickled red onion, or both, Usually if I'm pickling beets, I have a red onion in there. So, but I'm putting my avocado here, and now we're going to fry our egg. This is nice and hot. I'm going to turn this down just a little tablespoon of oil, and I'm going to put that egg right into that oil. Perfect. Look at that. I mean, it can't get easier than this, right? We're going to just add a little bit of sauerkraut to this dish. And here you go. And you can have all of this ready, except for your egg and you don't need a lot. Remember this. I'm going to say it 1,000 times till it's ingrained in your mind. When you eat nutrient-dense food, you need so much less food. Your food bill, where you go, oh, organic food is so expensive. Yes, it is more expensive. However, you need less because it's nutrient-dense. Does that make sense? I'm going to just turn this over, get that fry in there. Look at that. And then I'm going to use my real salt. Now, if you love pepper, I would say use cayenne. That's my thing. I like cayenne way over black pepper. I love my egg just like this, almost poached. But look how beautiful. I don't know, what do you think? I'm thinking, Cheryl, that beet for color, that pickled beet might just be perfect for the color. Look, and then we're gonna just, oh, we'll put it here so we can see what we got. Oops, he fell over, look. Look at that beautiful breakfast. Very quick, very easy. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have pickled onion. Let me go look. That we made, pickled red onion. I love pickled onions. Love, 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 love. I'm pretty sure I have some left. Oh, is that it? Yippee! Oh, you know what I'm going to show you guys? The pizza rustica we made the other night. I want to show you. It looks delicious, right? Look, I have a little bit of my pickled red onion left. This is from, I don't even know when we made this. A while back, I made this. But look. And now we're going to add a little bit of pickled onion for our egg. Look at this beautiful breakfast. Come on now. How many people would eat this breakfast? Put a 1 in the chat. Make it easy. Who would eat this? I make pickled eggs and beets with onions. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? One. This makes a difference. Pickled okra. All right. But you see, this is a beautiful way. It's not hard. Look at my egg is all nice and beautiful and runny. This is a beautiful breakfast. And you are not, and then look, take this to work. Look how you're starting your day. Already, my nervous system is going. Hold on, my dog just jumped. Hold on. Let me get it back inside. All right, buddy. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, here's a choice for you. It's week 1. You're trying to restabilize yourself so you're not feeling anxiety ridden, and you have this beautiful way to eat breakfast. It doesn't take a lot, you know? It takes less time to make this than it does to sit in a drive-thru for 15 minutes. What do you think? Right? The stress of, oh my God, they're taking forever. And then you get your drink and it's wrong. And then you have to park your car and you got to go inside and, go tell them, oh my God, you made my drink wrong. And now you got to wait another 15 minutes, and the stress just builds and builds and builds and builds. This took what? Less than 5 minutes, right? And here you go. He did, right? I can't believe it. He's so cute. All right, so that's breakfast for day 1, for week 1, right? Protein within the first hour of waking stabilizes your cortisol and blood sugar. Do you hear that? Protein within the first hour of waking stabilizes cortisol and blood sugar. The fermented sauerkraut supports the digestion and gut balance. You eat slowly and seated. That makes the difference. Yeah, I know. Did you see him? He was like, what smells so good? I need to eat that. Did you guys hear that, though? Do you guys hear that? Protein within the first hour of waking stabilizes cortisol and blood sugar. I'm not hungry at an hour in. I'm fasting. I don't like breakfast. It makes me nauseous. Why does it make you nauseous? Are you eating a food allergy? Are you eating sugar because that's what's throwing your blood sugar off? Are you eating dried cereal with milk? Is that throwing your blood sugar off? Protein is not going to do that. I would test it on a day where you don't have to go to work to make sure you're not going to feel nauseous. But I guarantee you eat a breakfast like this, and you are going to feel so much better. I don't like eggs. Okay, don't eat eggs. Buy a rotisserie chicken and make this same meal and instead put some shredded chicken on here. You have steak from last night's dinner, slice a few pieces of steak and eat the few pieces of steak. You like poached salmon, have some poached salmon in the house and put some horseradish sauce on it with your avocado and pickled onion. Are you getting where I'm going? I'm vegan. I'm not eating any of that. Okay. Eat a piece of tofu, fry a little tofu and put some turmeric on it. I got to weigh out each time. Okay. So that's a savory breakfast. You got it? So that these are in your little packet. Well, your big packet. It's 20 pages of food love I got here for you, okay? Oh my God. We're just getting started. Can you imagine? Please help me like salmon. Nope. If you don't like salmon, try whitefish. What kind of fish do you like? Do you like sardines out of the cans? If you like sardines out of a can, you know those sardines? I don't. I can't eat them. But if you like them, eat that. Absolutely not. Then you know what, Queen Bee? Don't eat fish. Go with all the other choices I gave you. Don't eat it. You have to eat what you love. If you eat what you love, you're going to eat it again and again. Hey, Joan. Thanks for the follow, Asha. Absolutely not. Me too. All right, what protein? What's your favorite protein? I love flounder, shrimp, and basic whitefish. Put 4 shrimp on a plate. Eat shrimp in the morning for breakfast with your sauerkraut or pickled onion and your avocado. Why not? Do that. I got to eat this. Should I try it? You want me to try it? I could try it. Anybody want me to try this? I should try it. Hold on. Let's take a picture so I can post it later. So good. All right, let's try it. So I'm going to take a little piece of egg. This is how I like to do it. Some people, like my husband, has to eat each thing separate, and I like to eat all of it together. And he would never eat this meal, ever. For him, it's sausage. All right, so I do like a chicken sausage for him. Okay, here we go. It works. Cheryl, I do not understand where we came from. Well, we came from a food pyramid, and that's what we're doing. We're doing food pyramid in April. We came from a place that grains and all this crap was better than this. But I guarantee you, if you eat this, your body is going to work so much better. And you are not going to want to eat anything else. You know, it's kind of funny. It's not funny. I want to tell a story. Story time. And then we have so much more to cook. Oh, let me set some stuff up while we're telling a story. So, what was my story going to be? What were we just talking about? Oh, new food pairing, right? I focus on eating protein and food pairing every time I eat. Don't you feel better? I keep telling everybody, show up here. Show up here as much as you can. At least grab the schedule in the Book of Face and circle or highlight or put on your calendar the classes that work for you, that seem inspiring to you, and then come to them. They're great classes. We talk a lot. We learn a lot together. And then when you do that, the more you show up for yourself to learn how to eat organic, clean, whole foods, the more you show up in the kitchen pharmacy class or watch the replay. If you can't make a class, all the replays are on YT, the Organic Food Movement. They're there waiting for you. Right? So when you do that, you will find that all of a sudden this becomes a regular voice, right? And and I tell people all the time, if you're new here, and my oldies but goodies know this about me, 90% of the time I'm 100% organic. That way, I give myself permission if I go out to dinner, if I go to a friend's house, if I have a wedding, a party, and I go out, I know how to eat when I'm out. I can make good choices for myself, but I don't stress. I know I'm going to have to eat seed oils. I'm going to take a digestive enzyme. I know that there's certain things I'm not going to be able to avoid. But I'm going to go without fear, without guilt, without stress, because I know most of the time I am eating really well. You're in my head or on my shoulder daily. I love to hear that. And not in a ego way, but in a way that says, I'm making a difference to you. And I'm teaching you something that's going to change generations of your family. Right? Because you're learning that real food is a game changer. It's a game changer. Clean, organic, real, chemical, over-processed, free food is a game changer. Every day you guys send me a message. Every single day I get a message from you guys. I lost 25 pounds. I lost 50 pounds. I've never felt better. I'm off this medication. I'm off that medication because you've made some changes. And I love that. I am not, you hear me all the time. I don't think there's one way to eat. I really don't. There's not one way for every single person to eat, with the exception of saying real whole foods. After that, everybody responds differently to food. Everybody responds differently. You did? That's unbelievable. To make that change is unbelievable, Queen Bee. And you think it's because of what you're eating and what you've learned here? I'm going to cry. That makes me so happy. I'm 62. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have never had to take medication, nothing, but my blood pressure's stable. It's always like 110/60 or 70. Like I don't have those issues. I've lost 60 pounds and went gluten-free ever since I found you. I have to take a screenshot of that. And went gluten-free ever since I found you. I have to take a screenshot of that. I have to take that in for a second. I didn't do anything but give you the tools. You made the decision. You stepped into the tools and made them work. You know what I mean? Thank you. That means a lot. That makes every day that I'm like, oh my God, I'm working so hard at this. Someday it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. That you're my payoff. You're my payoff. All right. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's more than I could hope for. Exactly. That's where the generational change comes from, right? So if you guys are new here, tapping, sharing, say you're gluten intolerant. Well, gal, it depends. brain fog, stomach upset, gas, bloating, lots of pain in your stomach, I don't know, skin irritation, you just don't feel good. The first thing that I tell people is try gluten and dairy. Get off of that first. I know I shouldn't really eat dairy either. I know that, but I just feel like there's a few things that are dairy that I love. Okay, so I want to show you now, for timing, because it's already almost 10 o'clock. I have till about 10:30, and then I've got things to do. Mainly work on love for you guys. So the week one, I have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 recipes in here. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Your husband's dizzy and imbalanced. I mean, the most thing you could do is try. And if there's no change, then it's not gluten. I can pretty much say for everybody there's some gluten intolerance. And once you understand blood type too, that could play a role. Like if you're type O, you need less. You check his blood pressure. I'd also check his blood pressure. Yeah, got to check his blood pressure too. So I have this. You could do wild salmon. I have a pumpkin seed and apple snack. Blood sugar, stability, focus. Okay, we did that. And then a ground turkey and vegetable skillet. Look at this. We're not even halfway through the packet. And I've been yapping for 2 hours. Can you imagine? If you guys want this packet, please join. Check out the service bio. Oh, here, let me see. Will this go? Oh, I can't put it up yet. You can check out the service bio. Also, if you guys are into the love this way, we need to hit that. Hold on. Let's pin a goal. Okay. I want to go to week 2. Step 2. Okay. So step 1, this is the 4-week. Thank you, Pri. This is the 4-week sort of reset, right? For anxiety for millennials. Step 2 is reduce your nervous system stimulation. So once your blood sugar is steady over a week's time, now you're going to reduce the input overload. No more canola oil. You see, that's incredible. So your seed oils were tripping him up. Remember, the oils that you're using, olive oil, avocado oil. Then we go to saturated fats, coconut oil, like raw, unfiltered, beef tallow, ghee, butter. And then you go to the treat fats, bacon and chicken. Got it? In that order. I love this class. I hope it's helping. I hope even one person hears what I'm offering and it makes a difference for you, because I do not like seeing these young people. It affects your hormone levels. It affects trying to have babies. It's like prime baby making time, right? If you can get this under control, babies are coming, right? Okay, so step 2, reduce the nervous system stimulation. You got your blood sugar steadied over a week's time. It doesn't take much. Your blood sugar is sensitive. Yes, we welcome you into the recipe vault. Concrete protocol. You're going to do coffee only after food. You're going to max 1 serving a day. You're not going to do any caffeine after night. Got to run. Michigan basement flooding, nonstop rain. Have a beautiful day. Joan, see you soon. Thanks for being here today. No screen time during meals. Leave your screens home if you're going out to dinner. Eat dinner at least 3 hours before bed and 10 minutes of morning sunlight. Just get some morning sunlight. Walk your dog outside for 10 minutes. Stand there if you have to. Hey, Nate. Why does this work? The nervous system reads light, caffeine, erratic eating as stimulation signals. The nervous system reads, thanks for my heart. The nervous system reads light, caffeine, and erratic eating as a stimulation signal. Regulation of these things lowers overall sympathetic activation. So what's going to change? It's going to improve your sleep, less nighttime rumination, crazy thoughts, less crazy thoughts. We need less of those. Fewer palpitations. Oh my God, my heart is beating so fast. Less morning dread. You don't wake up and go, oh my God, this day. You're going to wake up and go, thank you. Thank you. I put my feet on the floor this morning. Thank you. Thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for the sunlight. Hydrate before caffeine, 100%. Anxiety becomes quieter, not gone, but less sharp, right? So you're in week 2. So here's some reduced nervous system stimulation. Gentle, mineral-rich, calming foods. First thing out of the gate, lemon balm tea. Add chamomile to that. 2 tea bags, lemon balm and chamomile. Drink that. Try that before coffee. Try the yerba. I'm telling you, you get on yerba, ooh, your brain, it's like a fog. It's like, you know when you're driving a car and you go through a patch of fog and then all of a sudden it's like, whoosh. Thank you for the follow. You know what I'm talking about? It is unbelievable the clearness that happens when you start drinking yerba. It's crazy. All right, magnesium morning green smoothie. Here's a green smoothie for the morning. You ready? Write it down because I'm not going to have time to make it. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get you through. We have 2 more steps and I want you to hear them and I'm going to forfeit some recipes. What? What kind of list? What's a Zon list? I think the spelling's wrong. Tell me that again. Thank you for the follow. AMA. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, Cheryl. I can't leave it up too long because I think this gets mad at me and I want to be careful. They've been yelled. You know, yesterday I got yelled at and they shut me off of gifts for 10 minutes because I wasn't engaged. When am I never engaged with you guys? I think you guys should write a letter. Is there writing a letter campaign that we can do? You're welcome. That's on my Zon list, actually. And you can get it. You could, guys, this is the arrow now, right there. I think it's over here, right? That yellow arrow. Jump over there and get with us. That's the best way. We did 111,000 taps. We've got, can we just share this out? Let's get to 200 shares. I know, if we could finish that today, I'd be so happy. Look, we lost a fragment. We were close to C1. So annoying. I think I hear that. There is a lot of stuff is happening. I think it's just all the algorithm trying to figure it all out. Okay, so let's go. Magnesium morning green smoothie. You ready? Write this down. Almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. If you can't do almond, do the unsweetened coconut. Thanks for my heart. Oops. Thanks for my heart, Mies. Thanks for the shares. Yay! Thank you, June. We have 18 out of 25 heart Mies right now. Let's go. We got this. Everybody's waking up. I love it. Hi, Gen X. Hi, Snow Mama. Okay, so magnesium morning green smoothie. Unsweetened almond milk. A scoop of organic protein powder. I like Truvani. They're pretty good. People seem to like them. Almond butter. spinach. If you don't like spinach, is okay that way. Avocado, a quarter of an avocado, and a tablespoon of chia. If you don't like chia, do a tablespoon of flax. Tablespoon of flax. All right? You're going to blend that and a pinch of real salt. It's like a mineral-rich smoothie. So healthy fats and protein, that protein smoothie will help prevent a cortisol spike from the morning caffeine. And then wait 30 minutes before your coffee, right? So drink that, gets your protein in if you're not into the breakfast thing, and then go to your coffee 30 minutes later. Come back and tell me how you feel. You're going to feel better. Gonna feel better. Okay, and then a warm lentil and sweet potato bowl, right? You're gonna do green lentils, sweet potatoes, chopped kale with a little lemon juice and parsley. This provides steady carbohydrates for balancing energy. Sweet potatoes offer grounding comfort without that heaviness. It does sound really good. This is the kind of lunch that supports calm focus instead of an afternoon crash, right? So you're doing green lentils, organic sweet potato, chopped kale. You're going to mix all that, right? You're going to do that. If you need animal protein, you could do some shredded chicken for this or a piece of fish. All of that's going to work. If you're going to do that, I would take a digestive enzyme so it helps you digest it and you don't crash, because you can't digest those complex carbs and protein at the same time. All right? Then for a snack, if you're not doing this, how about some blueberries and pumpkin seeds? Could you imagine? Just eat some blueberries and pumpkin seed. That's all. Half a cup of blueberries, a couple of tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. Your body is not going to look for a thing. You won't be hungry. You won't be thinking about food. You're not going to have a crash. You're not going to have crazy thoughts. It's just going to be like this. La, 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 la. So nice. So nice. The body will jump for joy, like my hat of joy. 18 out of 25 hearts. We got this. We're doing it. You got it? So simple. It's so simple. Okay, lemon herb chicken with steamed broccoli and quinoa. It makes a difference. These are the foods. All right, now, step number 3. I wish I could cook with you guys, but I really want to get these steps in. You can pick up all the recipes in that link with that arrow. Follow that arrow. Also the LINK and the BIO. You can go there, see my friend Stan. He's got them all. Thank you, X. All right. Now, rebuild the nutrient foundation in week 3. So week 1, we're stabilizing blood sugar. Week 2, we are taking the nervous system stimulation down, right? We're going to reduce that. We're reducing the stimulation. Yeah, join that pop-up, peeps. I like that. That's cute. Okay, you got it? Week 1, stabilizing blood sugar. Week 2, you're reducing the stress on your nervous system. Lemon balm tea, holly, do the holly. All right, hold on. We're going to reset goals just to see if we can make it. I'm going to reset. Hold on. All right. Let's reset goals. So, and then number 3, we're going to rebuild the nutrient foundation. So we're going to replenish what stress has depleted. Does that make sense? We are replenishing what stress has depleted. And don't think for a second that it hasn't depleted a ton of stuff, right? And that's the issue. That's where the issues start, because you're like, hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to, this thing wiggles and then I can't do it. There's so many cute little. All right, here we go. Shh. These doggies are just too much. Oh, okay. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the shares. Yep, daily heart means tapping, tap, 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 tap. Okay. So stress, the first vitamin that stress depletes is B vitamins. When you are low on B vitamins, your body is always going to have anxiety. It's one of the things. Magnesium and B vitamins to me are the first things I'm looking at. So if you have a good B complex vitamin from a really good reputable vitamin company, whether it's Thorne, Metagenics, Vital Nutrients, any of those really good companies, get a good B vitamin. Solgar has a good one too, but you know, they're old school now. I would look for the better vitamins. Get one. And some of the B vitamins talk about stress, so they have a little higher of the B12 and things like that. Omega-3 fats, olive oil, B vitamins, zinc, magnesium, very important. Magnesium, eat your magnesium at night. I like the complex one, so it kind of builds in. I'm writing that down. I have that. I like that. Doing it all. You know, yesterday I got home from that catering gig, Renee, and Ron was home, and I said, I'm just going to sit here for 5 minutes, and then I got to go write and get some stuff done. And I'm starting Substack, and I'm writing, and I'm getting all my Substack. I want to get my first 12 long form content done, and I'm like, I'm going to just get up and write. And I jumped up. It was 9:30 at night. I said, babe, why didn't you wake me? He said, I tried and you weren't moving. So today's a marathon. For the superwoman syndrome. Okay, so rebuild, concrete protocol. Daily, you want to make sure you're getting 2 cups of leafy greens. That's going to supply you with the magnesium you need. Oh yeah, my body's been knocking me out. You know, the one thing that I cannot seem to get under control is Epstein-Barr. It's driving me crazy. So now I think my next step is I'm just going to start doing celery juice every day. I'm doing naltrexone, and I'm just trying to figure that out. I cannot, and I think it's just because I work too hard. So my body is in that constant mode. All right, so here you go. 2 cups of leafy greens, right? It's going to supply you with the magnesium you need. A serving of fatty fish or walnuts. So queen bee, if you don't want to eat the fatty fish, I try and eat the walnuts. A tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Fermented food. And 64 ounces of water. I know that's a good book. Yeah. He's amazing. I mean, he's the guy who put that on the map. All right. So magnesium glycinate at night, if approved by your provider, because, I'm not a doctor, I'm just a person, but if you can take that at night, it's going to help you sleep. Okay. So the nervous system is signaling, relies on minerals and fatty acids. So chronic stress burns through these. So you got that? So your nervous system signaling relies on minerals and fatty acids. So, all these people that have been on low fat diets, I'm not eating fat, I'm eating, margarine. So not only are you not getting the fats your body needs, but now you are putting in, think about this for a second. Charge strike. You are suffering from anxiety, and your cortisol levels are out of control, and you're gaining weight. So you say, I'm not going to eat any fat. everything I eat is going to be low fat, which means it's highly processed, full of seed oils, and it's over processed foods. How do you win? How do you win? Hey, those guys need some lemon balm tea, I think. Hey, come here. What changes when you do this? Look how easy this is. Leafy greens, escarole, chard, spinach, arugula. Get those good ones in. Kale. Thank you for my hearts, guys. Hey, Hendrix, thank you. Welcome. Do all the things. Join the party. You're going to love it. I really appreciate that, brand new. Everybody say hi. Hendrix is new. So 2 cups of leafy greens, a serving of fatty fish or walnuts, pumpkin seeds, fermented food, sauerkraut, pickled onions, pickled kimchi, fermented. I think pickled works just as good, I think. That's why I don't eat gluten-free processed foods, so many ingredients. I just eat whole foods. That's what you got to do. But do you hear what I'm saying? You're stressed. Cortisol's out of control. You get your belly fat. Your hips are spreading. 35, 45. Let me tell you, my friends, it's coming, millennials. So I'm catching you now. Sorry. Then, what was I just saying? Oh, and then you go to low fat. Now you're not getting any good fats. You're eating over-processed food. It's got a ton of seed oils. You're inflaming your gut. Your gut's out of whack. The microbiome's out of whack. It affects the gut-brain axis. All your neurotransmitters are overfiring. Your cortisol's gone. I mean, it is a vicious circle of crazy thoughts. What if you started the day with lemon balm tea and chamomile tea and that beautiful smoothie we just talked about, and then you ate some fish or like nice grilled chicken or some leafy greens, and then you had your little snack jar at your desk and you snacked on this and you drank a ton of fresh, clean water. Now, and then you take your magnesium glycinate at night, or your lemon balm and chamomile tea too, and a magnesium bath, and maybe you did a roll-on of magnesium at the bottom of your feet, and you got a good night's sleep. I just feel calm talking about it. What changes when you do all of this? Because we're rebuilding the nutrient foundation in week number 3. You're having less muscle tension. You are reducing the jaw clenching, your calmer baseline mood. You're not so hangry anymore. Your less wired but tired feeling is gone, or it's diminishing. Anxiety shifts from constant background noise to more situational, more appropriate anxiety, if that's a way to say it without feeling like I'm picking on you, right? Now, when you have some anxiety because you have to give a presentation at work, or you have something due, you're working on your doctorate, or I don't know, whatever it is, now it makes sense that you might have anxiety rather than just a constant stress all day feeling shitty, right? I got the best recipe for you. For you here. It's a sardine and arugula mineral bowl with lemon oil, just for you, Queen Bee. So you have an omega-3 power breakfast bowl. It's pasture-raised eggs with Swiss chard and pumpkin seed and avocado, right? You're thinking, you got your leafy greens, your high protein, your fats. You can get your fats from walnuts, avocado, fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, maybe a nice white fish if you can't handle those. It's okay. Maybe supplement that then with some fish oil, right? That's what you're looking for. And then same what you're going to get with the sardine. Blueberry and walnuts. Walnuts are going to provide plant-based omega-3 fats. Blueberries offer the antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress in the brain. Keep the snacks simple. Keep it consistent. Have it every day. You can have this with a berry, blueberries, raspberries, even strawberries if you want. Blueberries are the best. I have walnuts in my snack jar. Add a handful of blueberries on the side. Some fresh organic blueberries. Wild salmon with steamed broccoli. You're gonna have the hardest with week 3. Queen baits, a lot of fatty fish. But you can do it with walnuts. You can do it with, flaxseed, chia. Okay? And here, now we're at step 4. I'm sorry I'm not cooking. I'm just not going to make it. I have to be done by 10:30, and I really wanted to get the 4 steps in. And we're only on page 15. We still have some more to go. Step 4, create a biological predictability. An anxious brain craves safety signals. What does that mean? How do we calm our anxious brain? What do we always say? What do we teach our kids from day one? Having stress? Broke up with your boyfriend? Eat a bonbon. That's bullshit. That's not going to work. Having a bad day? Have a bath and a bonbon. No. Have a bath and a cup of lemon balm tea. Maybe a square of dark chocolate. Stress eating, exactly. Food timing is one of the strongest safety signals available, believe it or not, for the brain, right? And we connected at an early age, right? What did our Italian grandmas say? You're crying, eat something. You're fighting, eat something. Mangi, you'll feel better. Your baby... This is something I knew I had to change in my life because I grew up with that. You feel sad? Eat. You're having a party? Eat. Holidays completely centered around food. Food is love. Food is emotional. Food is all of those things. That's fine. I think that's beautiful. I'm a chef. I cook because I love food. I have an emotional relationship that started when I was very young. This is definitely a 2-part class. I don't even want to rush through it. I feel like I want to continue on with this class because it's so good. I knew it was going to be good. I should have actually changed my, the timing that I needed because I could have made this an easy 4-hour class today. I would have done all the cooking. I bought all the ingredients to cook. I don't have the time. And I really want to get all this out to you because a lot of people aren't on the recipe vault, and I want to make you understand that this is the reason why you want to be in the recipe vault. It's so good, right, Renee? I'm so excited that we did this class. Okay, so food timing is one of the strongest safety signals, and we are trained at birth that food is love, food is safety, food is, emotional, squished. You're crying, eat. Eat something. You're sad, eat something. It's interesting when you break up with a partner, you're usually too hungry to eat, right? But everybody wants you to eat. Come on, eat something. Just eat. Just eat. So there's a concrete protocol here. You want to eat the same breakfast window daily. Daily. If you work from home and you have a routine, stick in that routine. If you go to work, try and wake up that half an hour earlier. Don't eat in your car going to work. Try not to. Remember, we have one body, one life, one being. How can we support that the best to be the best version of us, right? Like how do I'm 62. I love that. Thank you. I'm 62 this summer, and I feel like I'm in the I'm in the peak, right? What do I got? 40 years left. I'd like to think that, but I want to spend those 40 years in this space, clear mind, healthy body, cooking, teaching. I want to be 90 years old and still teaching you guys in whatever form it is. Maybe we're all going to be in those glasses by then. I don't know. You know what I mean? I want to be able to do that. And the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is following these theories, these ways. And so get out of your car. wake up a half an hour early, go to bed a half an hour earlier, wake up a half an hour early. For me, I love that. I start my day, I start my day around 5 a.m., sometimes 4:45, 5. I try to, I'm not perfect for sure. And because of my life and the way that it runs, I'm not. I'm saying do what I say, don't always do what I do. I should have a GoPro on me, trying to do my meditation, I have my little book here, vibration plate. I want to go for a little walk on my treadmill in the morning. Now that it's outside, I might walk my dogs up and down my driveway instead. I have my book. Right now, I'm in the process of writing 300 things that I want in life. That's my new thing. It's taken me 2 days, and I'm only at number 26. And I think I'm on 3 days. I should have dated it. So anyway, but what I'm saying is only 300, right? Well, listen, it's a checklist. I got some time. I don't have to do them all in a year. Okay. Biological predictability. Same breakfast window. That's where I started from, right? Try it. Like, pick a window. Is it 9 to 10, 7 to 8? Whatever it is for you, make it work, right? Sit down and eat without a phone. 15 slow breaths before the first bite. I'm always intrigued. The first moment I saw I saw mindful eating. I didn't know what that meant or understood it. And I remember my best friend and I went to a spa up in Neversink, New York. And it was a very famous spa. I think it is now closed. And I saw people actually praying and meditating over their food. And I found that intriguing. I never saw that before. I mean, we always said grace. We still do to this day, and I guess it's the same. I actually have never made that connection. But whenever I'm sitting at my table, we always say grace. Some sort of grace. Bless the food before us, the love between us. Bless the oh my God, bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. That's our blessing here. I grew up with the Catholic blessing. Bless the Lord, these I gifts about to receive from the bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. So, we Girl Scouts always had a blessing before a meal. I guess it's the same intentional thing. We have lost that. I'm not saying you have to say a prayer. All I'm saying is take that moment to connect with the food. Is it nourishing me? Thank you for this nourishing food. Makes no difference to me who you put that into the universe to, or the world, or God, or whatever works for you. Connect with the food. Find the gratitude. What was that book? Oh, this little book it's just a journal. I always have some cool little book that I find or use. And this happens to be the newest one. It has like a little fake gem sparkly thing. I kind of liked it. Felt pretty. And I'm just writing in it. I was just saying I'm writing 300 things that I want. I mean, they're like, emerald in the center. Yeah, it's just pretty. Anyway, so I'm saying connect with your food. 15 slow breaths, mindful eating. Think mindful eating. Maybe ask yourself the question, or look and say, thank you. No book on food therapy. It's coming. It's coming. I'm just so afraid if I put it out, I'm going to forget something. So I read it once a week and make changes. And then I go back, and it's been trademarked. It's got copyright. It's got all the things I needed. But now I'm just keep proofreading it over and over. I'm so afraid to put it out. I want it to be unbelievable. It's coming out this year. It will come out this year. And the baby book. I'm just keep going down rabbit holes, and I love it. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be a gift to your daughters, your granddaughters. It's going to be good. I want to make it unbelievable. And I think I'm going to publish both. I'm not going to make them ebooks. Okay, chew each bite 15 or 20 times. You guys have always heard that. Break it down, helps your gut. And eat at a table, not in a car or a bed, right? What changes? Oh, why does this work? It's predictable nourishment. It tells the brain you're safe. Resources are available, and you do not need to stay in fight or flight. This is extremely important to stop the constant. Yes, Gail, I'm going to tell you, I fought that a very long time for my child, and it helped them. It helped them. It served them well for a moment, and they don't use it at all and stay away from it. And they have learned through food. You have to make a decision for you and your family, and it is a very difficult decision. I don't think it doesn't heal the issue, but it certainly helps them feel a little more human for a moment. And then when the side effects kick in, you know, I would offer to you, if you have a doctor that's willing, genetic testing comes with prescription drug compatibility, believe it or not. A lot of insurances support genetic testing, but make sure when you go and you look for it that you get that component to the genetic testing, because when you get that, Renee, thank you. When you get that genetic testing and you get the prescription drug compatibility, it is eye-opening, especially when you start using, I think there's 4 specific categories that they look at, the statin drugs, the psychiatric drugs, including the ADHD drugs, but also for depression, and chemo drugs also. And I think there's another category. The category for when they start giving you Nexium and those kinds of things. I think they also do that. So I would recommend, before you go on them, I understand. How old is your son? I understand. They need to feel human so they can dig themselves out. 23. Yeah, they need to feel human. And from what I hear from kids, and if you can't get them to, if you can't communicate the diet and help them through diet, it might help short term so that they can at least see. Yes, Tyler, they're not, and I'm going to tell you, I would not do those without the genetic testing. That is my unprofessional, experienced opinion. How's that? I don't know. A layperson, a mama's experience. And watching young adults in my life go through that process. That is the opinion I have formed. Yes, I get it. However, they sometimes cannot see that clearly without that short-term help. I'm just asking you to open your mind, open the door just a little, because I think they have terrible side effects. Yes, exactly. Because if you start putting them in all the different ones, it doesn't work. And I think it is, here's a serious opinion I have. I think it is, because we have that testing available, I think it is irresponsible for practitioners not to use that testing, to do trial and error with drugs that affect your neurotransmitters and your being on such a profound, deep level. I think that genetic testing is there. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think it's irresponsible for practitioners not to do that testing first. 100%. That I will stand by. Especially that it's available and insurance companies pay for it. Yeah, heart disease, right, heart medications. Yeah, 100% that needs to happen. There's no question in my mind. So Gail, I'm just saying, keep an open heart. I know what you're going through. It's very, very hard, but they need to be able to see a path forward. And sometimes when their brains are so jarbled, they can't see their path forward. So for a short term, once the side effects kick in, then it's a whole different story. Bye, Tyler. There's a reason, though. You got to find out what the reason is. I get it. I'm 100% with you, but I also think, he wants to feel good. Why can't he? It's yeah, behavioral, all that kind of stuff, all that stuff. But I food for sure has to change. It has to change. And that's very hard for someone who's going through that. That's so, listen, it is not an easy, it's just not easy. It's not easy. I don't think there's a wrong or right way when you are, you're such a good mom that you're even helping your 23-year-old son to get through something like this. So it's like, it's not easy. I would start with the genetic testing, find out what's compatible, and then go from there. Because you don't have to stay on them. They go through your system so quickly. Yeah, it's hard, 23. What about the gym? The gym, but again, here's the issue I noticed with these ADHD kids. Their mind is, it's doing this. So in the short term, if you do this and say, hey, try the gym, when their brain is aligned for a moment with those crazy meds, and they go to the gym and now they feel even better. Okay, go again. You get them locked in and they see the difference. Like Isabel, my daughter, the gym for her, she found the gym during COVID, during this second half of COVID. And that changed her being. For me, if I miss my walk for the day, I don't have a good day. Bye, Renee. All right, so biological predictability. Chew it, all that. Predictable nourishment, it tells the brain you're safe, your resources are available, you do not need to stay in fight or flight. What changes in your body? You reduce urgency around your thoughts, your crazy thoughts slow down, less panic around minor stresses, and more resilience when stress shows up. Right? And I really have to go. I'm going to do a little bit quicker. So the biological mechanism behind less mysterious here is the deeper support for your statement, right? So when the body is underfed, mineralized, over-caffeinated, underslept, and blood sugar unstable, the brain interprets that as a threat. So anxiety is the alarm system. Do you hear that? That connection. I'm having an anxiety attack. Uh-oh. Did I eat? Did I take some vitamins today to mineralize myself? Did I get mineral rich foods? Oh, how much coffee did I drink? Did I drink it with food or before food? Did I get enough sleep last night? Wait a minute. Did I eat something to make my blood sugar crash? You see, this is the checklist that your mind has to go through. When your nourishment becomes consistent, cortisol patterns regulate, your insulin stabilizes, the GABA signaling improves, inflammation lowers, and your gut serotonin production improves. That should feel good, right? The alarm no longer fires all the time or at random. Anxiety becomes more predictable, more trigger-based, shorter in duration, and easier to self-regulate. And it feels less mysterious because it's no longer biochemical chaos. You understand? Like, I don't know why I'm so stressed all the time. I can't get out of this anxiety. Why am I? Are you underfed? Are you undernourished? Are you undermineralized? Did you over-caffeinate yourself? How about those energy drinks? Did you just drink too much? Did you get enough sleep last night? Is your blood sugar unstable? Look at that checklist is empowering, right? That is an empowering checklist. All right. So warm cinnamon quinoa breakfast bowl you got in here. I mean, you've got, I think, like 10 or 12 recipes in here. A midday grounding bowl with carrots and chickpeas. Afternoon calm, evening. All the rest is all recipes, evening bone broth. All right. We cranked it out. Look at this book. It is a little mini ebook of pages. Hold on. I want to count the recipes and then I'm going to go. I'm going to tell you how many recipes are in here for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, say there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 recipes. You printed yours already? Oh my God, that's awesome. I saw your notebooks. 18 recipes. 20 pages of information, Anxiety and the Millennial, a food perspective. This is for you. All my love right in this little book. Here, let me show you where you can get it. Join us right there. I'm here for you guys. Tomorrow night, we're going to do another class. Don't forget to connect with us. Go here, claim all your points. What else? Join us. YT has the replay of this class. Book and Face has our schedule, so you don't miss a class. You can put it in your calendar. I'm so happy you were here today. I almost feel like I need to repeat this class again with all the recipes. Thank you for being here. I hope this helped. I hope this helps somebody in your life. If they missed it, it's the price of a latte. It's the price of a shirt. I think it's less than the price of a big giant venti mess of a drink a month. $5. And you have all of this information at your fingertips. If you are truly, really ready to make a difference in your life, it is the best $5 you're going to spend. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. And if you want to spend the price of a gym membership, you can do that too. And then you get everything that I offer, every ebook, my cookbooks, any book I published this year. And I promise you I'm publishing 2 this year. Another salad book, actually 3. There's going to be my salad cookbooks coming out. The baby mama book is coming out before, during, and after pregnancy. How do you get how do you eat to nourish your body to get pregnant while you're pregnant? I mean, this book is it's so beautiful. I love it. There's so much information. I feel like, and then my food philosophy book. So you have 3 books getting published. And that I think is the price of a gym membership. It's like $49 a month, but that's we call that the all access pass. And it's got everything, including the recipe vault. So there's a lot of information for you guys to change your life and let food be your remedy. All right. Any last minute? I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Last minutes. 2 minutes. I'm here for you, whatever you're thinking. If you have any questions, hi Campgrounds, any question, any thought, any comment, is there anything? Have a good day, guys. If there's anything else that you need, last minute. Hi Rainy, thank you for my snow bloom. This was a good class. A lot of good information. I don't even hope, I know it's going to help somebody. At least start to help you just think of like where your anxiety comes from. It doesn't, you're not crazy. You're not. You're not emotionally off. You're not psychologically ridiculous. You know what I mean? None of those things apply. It really could be the food you're eating, in addition to trauma, stress at work, stress at home. It's Kathy, it's so wonderful. It's all right here for you. Go check it out. LINK and the BIO. We're going to cycle through all our pins and then I am going. I hope this, I know it helped. I don't even have to worry. Did the girl get the juice bar job? She did. Oh, is that when I left you guys, when I had an interview yesterday? I was so upset. I just wanted to disconnect. TikTok, I am your truest, most loving creator. All I do is give and engage. It's all I'm doing all the time. That young girl, you know what she said, which I thought was so wonderful? She said, I think I love the juice bar the best. That speaks to me the most because we have 2 positions open. And I said, really? I said, it's very boring. She goes, oh no, I won't be boring. I love telling people the benefits of juicing. I said, well, if you'd like, I can make you a list so that you have a reference list of all the juices that we make and what the benefits are. You know what she said to me? Do you mind if I do that myself? I want to learn. What? Yeah, I was like, what? It was awesome. I was so happy. All right, my friends, have a wonderful day. I know it's amazing. I mean, and she's like in her late 20s, so I was really excited for her. She's going to school for horticulture. You know, I have hope for our future. Yippee! All right, my friends, see me on Book of Face if you want to connect with me. I'm usually in and out of there throughout the day, like once or twice. I don't stay long, but if I see something going on, I always try and add thoughts and help out. And I got a lot going on. We're all over. So I'm here for you. It might take me a little time to reach out or get to you, but I am here doing the things. And don't forget, this is where we are. You can join the movement right there. Ooh. Have a wonderful day. I will see you guys all tomorrow night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to claim your points. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Make your jar. I want to see pictures of the snack jar. Bye, guys. All right, here we are.